In a cosy little house filled with laughter and warmth lived a cheerful baby named Lily. She had the brightest blue eyes that sparkled like the sky on a sunny day. Every time she giggled, it felt like the whole world lit up. But what made Lily's days even more special was her fluffy orange cat, Mr. Whiskers. With his soft fur and playful demeanour, Mr. Whiskers was not just any pet, he was Lily's best friend. From the moment Lily came home from the hospital, Mr. Whiskers watched over her with great curiosity. As a kitten himself, he had always been full of energy and mischief. But when he laid his golden eyes on the tiny baby swaddled in blankets, something changed inside him. It was as if he understood that this little girl needed protection and friendship. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and subscribe for more, and tell me where you are watching from today. I always find it awesome to see where all my viewers are watching from. Let's get back to the video. Their days together were filled with adventure and joy. When sunlight poured through the windows, casting soft shadows on the floor, Lily would have playtime. With colourful toys scattered around her, she would giggle as Mr. Whiskers batted at a bright red ball or chased after a feather on a string. They created their own little world where laughter echoed and happiness reigned. Lily loved to crawl around on her soft play mat, and wherever she went, Mr. Whiskers was sure to follow. He would curl up beside her as she played with her toys or tried to stack colourful blocks, a task that often ended in delightful chaos. Whenever Lily squealed in delight or frustration, Mr. Whiskers would leap up with wide eyes as if to say, "I'm here! What's happening?" As the sun began to set each evening and cast a golden glow across the room, it marked the beginning of another favourite part of their day, story time. Lily's parents loved reading to her before bed, and Mr. Whiskers found his perch right next to them, curled comfortably on a cushion as he listened intently to every word spoken. In these moments, when fairy tales unfolded and dreams danced in the air, both Lily and Mr. Whiskers seemed to drift into their own little dreamland together. The gentle rhythm of lively stories wrapped them in warmth like a cosy blanket. After story time concluded, it was bath time for Lily, a splashy affair that had everyone giggling. Mr. Whiskers would sit at a safe distance, his tail twitching back and forth as he watched water droplets fly through the air while Lily squealed with joy. Once bath time was done and Lily was snug in her pyjamas, it was finally time for bed. With soft lullabies humming in the background, Lily would close her eyes while being tucked in tight by her parents. And right there at her side lay Mr. Whiskers, his head resting gently on Lily's arm as if promising to keep her safe through the night. This tender routine formed an unbreakable bond between them. Friendship built on love and trust that blossomed more each day they spent together. No one could deny how special their connection was. They were two halves of a perfect whole. As they snuggled in for sleep each night, one small human and one fluffy feline, their hearts were intertwined by an invisible thread that spoke of companionship deeper than words could express. Little did they know that soon enough, this bond would shine through in ways no one could have imagined when it came time for nighttime adventures ahead. As the day came to a close and the sun dipped below the horizon, Lily's bedtime routine began. Her parents knew how important it was to create a soothing environment for her to unwind after a busy day of play. They would turn off the bright lights and replace them with soft lamps that cast gentle shadows around her room, making it feel like a warm, safe cocoon. Lily loved this time of day, for it meant snuggling up with Mr. Whiskers while her mom or dad read her favourite bedtime stories. The moment she spotted the colourful books on the shelf, her face would light up with excitement. She had a few favourites like Goodnight Moon and Brown Bear, What Do You See? Each story transported her to magical places where animals talked and dreams came true. As her parents settled into the big, cushy chair with Lily in their lap, Mr. Whiskers would find his spot right beside them. His orange fur blended beautifully with the warmth of the room as he listened intently to each word spoken. Sometimes he even seemed to tilt his head in wonder, as if he understood every tale. Lily would giggle at the funny voices her parent used for different characters, and whenever they reached a particularly exciting part, she would clap her little hands in delight. Mr. Whiskers watched closely, his golden eyes wide open and sparkling with curiosity. After story time came one of Lily's absolutely favourite parts, singing soothing lullabies. Her parent would gently sway back and forth, cradling her in their arms as they sang sweet melodies. Lines like "You are my sunshine" filled the air, creating an atmosphere of calmness that wrapped around them like a warm blanket. As the soft music washed over her, Lily's eyelids grew heavier. With every note sung, Mr. Whiskers would curl up closer to Lily, finding comfort in being near his little friend. When Lily was finally tucked into her crib, with cozy blankets snugly around her, Mr. Whiskers made sure he nestled right next to her. His purring sounded like little vibrations filled with love as he gently rested his head on Lily's arm, or snuggled by her side. This was their special routine, a comforting ritual that signified safety and love in their little world. But there were times when bedtime wouldn't go as smoothly as everyone hoped. If Lily stirred or whimpered during the night, Mr. Whiskers would sit up immediately, flicking his ears in alertness. He was always ready to check on her, his protective instincts kicking in full force. At those moments, if Lily opened her eyes and spotted Mr. Whiskers looking at her with concern, she felt an instant sense of calm wash over her. It was as though he could sense exactly what she needed. Whether it was a gentle nuzzle or simply his reassuring presence, he never failed to help ease any fears she might have had. As lullabies faded into whispers and closed eyes began dreaming sweetly beneath twinkling stars visible from the window, both baby and cat found solace together in their nightly sanctuary. With each passing night, their bond grew deeper, two hearts intertwined through shared moments that no one else could fully understand but them. Little did they know that this loving connection would play an even bigger role when unexpected challenges arose during those quiet hours when everyone should be asleep. As the night deepened and darkness wrapped around their cozy home, Lily's parents noticed something peculiar. Their sweet little girl didn't want to sleep alone. At first, they dismissed it as a common phase. After all, many babies go through moments of needing extra comfort during the night. However, as nights turned into weeks, the pattern became clear. Lily would fuss and cry as soon as her parents tried to lay her down without her beloved Mr. Whiskers by her side. It was puzzling for them to see how attached Lily had become to her fluffy feline companion. They had always appreciated Mr. Whiskers' role as a playful and loving pet, but now his presence seemed essential to Lily's nighttime routine. Each time they placed her in the crib without him nearby, Lily would wriggle and squirm, her face crumpling with distress until they finally brought Mr. Whiskers into the room. The moment his warm, soft body was put next to her in the crib, a magical transformation took place. Lily's whimpers would turn into delighted squeals of joy as she cozied up next to him. Mr. Whiskers appeared to sense this need like an unseen signal. He would effortlessly leap onto the crib's edge as if it were a well-practiced dance move and curl up beside her without missing a beat. Night after night, this became the new routine. As soon as the lights dimmed and whispered goodnights filled the room, Mr. Whiskers found his way into Lily's crib either by jumping over or sneakily slipping beneath the blankets. It was almost as if he had a sixth sense for when she needed his fuzzy warmth or gentle purring. But it wasn't just about comfort for Lily. There was something special happening between them during these nightly cuddles. Whenever she stirred in her sleep or made small sounds of uncertainty, Mr. Whiskers would instinctively position himself closer to her, offering solace like no one else could. Their connection deepened further when deeper disturbances arose from within that peaceful cocoon of love and safety. One restless night when lightning flashed outside, startling both baby and kitty, awake, Lily let out a soft wail that echoed throughout the darkened room. It was during such moments that Mr. Whiskers truly showed his remarkable nature. He immediately sat up tall, with alert ears and wide eyes, while gently nudging Lily's cheek with his furry head. Instead of retreating or behaving like a typical cat might under distress, Mr. Whiskers leaned closer and softly purred, a calming hum infused with warmth meant only for Lily's ears. As their eyes met in those quiet seconds filled with thunderous echoes outside, encouragement seemed to pass between them. Everything would be okay. Witnessing this tender connection left nothing but overwhelming affection in their hearts for both their daughter and their beloved pet. Night after night showcased how powerful companionship could be, even in stillness marked by unexpected interruptions. As weeks slipped away like pages in a storybook, many charming stories unfolded under moonlit nights where hearts danced rhythmically together. That little crib transformed into a sanctuary full of love no one could deny or break apart easily. Little did they know that this bond formed during restful nights would soon uncover more heartwarming revelations, ones that none could have predicted when confronted with mysteries waiting just beyond their door. As the nights continued, Lily's parents couldn't help but feel a mix of joy and concern about her close bond with Mr. Whiskers. While they loved seeing their daughter so comforted by her feline friend, they started to worry about her growing dependency on him for sleep. After all, they knew that teaching independence was an essential part of growing up. On one particularly quiet evening, after tucking Lily into bed with Mr. Whiskers nestled beside her, Lily's mum sighed softly as she picked up a book to read. She glanced over at her husband and spoke quietly. "Do you think it's a problem that Lily won't sleep unless Mr. Whiskers is here?" Her husband nodded thoughtfully. "I get what you mean. It's sweet how close they are, but we need to ensure she learns to feel secure on her own too." He ran a hand through his hair, looking a bit anxious. "What if we try letting her sleep alone for a few nights? It might help her feel more independent." But the idea of taking Mr. Whiskers away felt like a daunting task. Their hearts were filled with love for both their daughter and the little orange cat who had become such a crucial part of Lily's calm evenings. They worried that separating them could lead to more tears, or worse, a frightened baby who wouldn't settle down without her friend. That night, as they lay in bed, they discussed the options. "What if she doesn't understand why we're doing it?" Lily's mum mused aloud. "She may think we're taking away her comfort." "But maybe it's something we can ease into," her husband suggested gently. "We could try having Mr. Whiskers sleep in another room for just part of the night and see how she reacts." He thought about the importance of teaching their daughter that even if her beloved kitty wasn't right next to her, she could still be brave. The next day, as they played with Lily on her colourful playmat during the morning sunlight streaming through the windows, they noticed how resilient and curious she was becoming. She laughed when Mr. Whiskers chased after a beam of light and crawled after him enthusiastically. Seeing this gave them both hope. Perhaps their daughter was more capable than they realised. That evening, with nervous hearts, they decided to put their plan into action. After story time and lullabies filled with soothing tones, they set Lily down in her crib while Mr. Whiskers nuzzled close for comforting warmth. But then came the moment of truth. They gently lifted Mr. Whiskers out of the crib and placed him on the soft rug nearby. Both parents held their breath as they watched Lily turn her head, seeking him out where he usually lay beside her. For a few moments she let out soft little whimpers, a heartbreaking sound that tugged at their hearts and made them second-guess themselves. "Maybe we should just let him back in," Lily's mum whispered in panic. But then something magical happened. As Lily turned back to look out at the room, she spotted a glow from the nightlight shining brightly in the corner, the result of their efforts to create a cosy atmosphere just for moments like this. With determined little eyes shining like stars, she took a deep breath, wrapped herself snugly in her blankets, and settled down again without crying further. It was as if she realised that even in Mr. Whiskers' absence, the love surrounding her remained strong. Her parents exchanged looks of relief mixed with pride, as they understood that although change could be hard little by little, Lily was beginning to learn independence, while still keeping that cherished dance between love and comfort, alive with Mr. Whiskers always nearby when he returned. After their attempt to encourage Lily's independence, her parents remained curious about the dynamics of her sleep habits with Mr. Whiskers. They wondered what really happened during the night when they weren't watching. Was it just comfort she sought, or was there something more? To find out, they decided to set up a camera in Lily's room. The next day, while Lily played on her mat with Mr. Whiskers pouncing around her, her parents quietly installed the camera in a corner where it wouldn't disturb their nightly routine. They chose a model that could record video and even had night vision, allowing them to see everything clearly even when the lights were low. It felt like a little adventure as they adjusted the camera angle, excited yet nervous about what they might discover. That evening, after story time and lullabies filled with sweet melodies, Lily was settled into her crib once more. Mr. Whiskers snuggled close beside her just as he always did. But this time, her parents felt a mix of anticipation and anxiety as they tucked her in for the night, knowing they would soon watch the footage to learn more about their little girl's sleep patterns. Once the house was quiet and darkness enveloped the rooms, they gathered together in their living room with popcorn and drinks, ready to view the recorded footage from earlier that night. They pressed play and leaned closer to the screen, eager to unveil the mystery behind Lily's dependence on her furry friend. At first, There was silence in the video as Lily drifted off peacefully into dreamland. Mr. Whiskers lay beside her, his gentle purring creating a soft soundtrack of comfort. The sight warmed their hearts. It was clear how happy both of them were in each other's presence. But then something unexpected happened. A soft noise broke through the stillness, a faint whimper from Lily as she stirred in her sleep. Instantly, Mr. Whiskers sat up alertly, his ears perked at attention. He didn't hesitate for a moment. Within seconds he moved closer to Lily, nudging her cheek gently with his nose as if asking if she was all right. Lily's whimpers turned into contented sighs as she instinctively reached for him with tiny hands. As he curled back around her again, it was as if she had found an anchor in this sleepy ocean of dreams, a reassurance that everything would indeed be okay. Her parents watched in awe at how attentive Mr. Whiskers was throughout the night. Whenever Lily made any sound, whether it was a giggle or a whimper, he would respond immediately by positioning himself closer to her or giving soft nudges of encouragement. This heartwarming display continued late into the night. Whenever Lily shifted or seemed restless, Mr. Whiskers remained vigilant and protective, never straying far from his little friend's side. In those moments captured on video, it became clear he wasn't just providing comfort, he had become an essential part of Lily's emotional well-being. As the footage rolled on and showed Mr. Whiskers curling up protectively around Lily again and again throughout the night, tears welled up in their eyes. This bond they had witnessed was so much deeper than they ever realized. After viewing all that transpired under their roof while they slept unaware, both parents exchanged glances filled not only with love, but also understanding that perhaps fostering independence would need to come gradually, and that there was no rush when such a beautiful companionship flourished between their baby and her beloved cat. They turned off the video with smiles on their faces and warmth in their hearts. This heart-melting bond revealed through the camera would change everything moving forward, leading them all toward new adventures filled with love. As the video rolled on, Lily's parents sat side by side, their hearts racing with a mix of anticipation and excitement. They had seen bits and pieces of Lily's night during their initial viewing, but now they were ready to fully immerse themselves in the story unfolding before them. Their eyes fixed on the screen, they couldn't help but lean in closer as the footage revealed more details. There was their little girl, peacefully asleep in her crib, cradled by soft blankets and bathed in the warm glow of the nightlight. And right beside her lay Mr. Whiskers, his fluffy orange form like a guardian angel watching over his beloved friend. The sight was so endearing that it brought smiles to their faces, but what truly captured their hearts was what came next. As time passed in the video, Lily stirred slightly, her little brows furrowing as if she were navigating a dream. Almost immediately, Mr. Whiskers perked up, alert and attentive. His large golden eyes focused on her as if he understood exactly when she needed him most. With a gentle nudge of his furry head against her cheek, he offered a silent reassurance that everything would be all right. Lily's whimpers faded into soft sighs as she instinctively reached for him with her tiny hands. Mr. Whiskers responded by curling up even closer, wrapping his body around her like a warm blanket. It was a breathtaking moment, the kind that melted hearts and brought tears to eyes as they witnessed this beautiful act of love and protection unfold live on screen. "Look at that," Lily's dad whispered, his voice filled with awe. "He's really looking out for her." Her mum nodded, fighting back tears of joy. "He knows she needs him," she said softly, captivated by the bond they shared. The camera continued to capture every precious moment, revealing how Mr. Whiskers remained vigilant throughout the night. Whenever Lily made any sound, whether it was a giggle, a sigh, or even a small whimper, he would respond instinctively. With remarkable tenderness, he would adjust his position closer to her, nudging her gently or purring softly to comfort her back into peaceful slumber. As they watched the footage of Mr. Whiskers carefully nestled by Lily's side, it became clear how important he was to her emotional well-being. He wasn't just a pet, he was a true companion who played an essential role in helping her feel safe and secure during those quiet hours of darkness. At one point in the video, a sudden flash of lightning illuminated the room outside the window, startling both Lily and Mr. Whiskers awake. For a brief moment, panic flickered across Lily's face, but Mr. Whiskers sprang into action once more. He moved closer and began to purr softly while giving her cheek an encouraging nudge with his nose. In an instant, Lily's fear dissolved as she found comfort in his presence. Tears streamed down her parents' faces as they realized how much love existed between these two little souls. It wasn't just about providing comfort, it was about the trust built between them, a bond that could weather any storm together. Once the footage concluded and the screen went dark, both parents sat quietly for a moment, letting the emotions wash over them. They exchanged knowing glances filled with understanding and warmth. This heart-melting surprise revealed that fostering independence might take patience after all. But with Mr. Whiskers watching over her, they knew Lily would be okay. Their hearts swelled with pride for both their daughter and her fuzzy protector, knowing they had witnessed something truly special that night, a friendship that would guide them into countless new adventures ahead. As the days turned into weeks, the special bond between Lily and Mr. Whiskers only grew stronger, blossoming like a beautiful flower nurtured by sunshine and love. Their connection was something truly remarkable, a friendship that consistently brought joy to their little world. Each morning, as golden rays of sunlight peeked through the curtains, Lily would wake up with a smile, immediately reaching for Mr. Whiskers, who had taken his favourite spot right beside her in the crib. It was as though they shared an unbreakable understanding. While Lily opened her eyes to greet the day, Mr. Whiskers stretched lazily and yawned, ready for whatever adventures awaited them. During playtime, Lily would giggle with delight as Mr. Whiskers chased colourful balls or pawed at her tiny fingers when she reached out to him. Their playful interactions filled the room with cheerful laughter that echoed through the cosy home, a melody of friendship. And when it came time for naps or bedtime, that same laughter transformed into a soothing rhythm of comfort and reassurance. At nightfall, after their fun-filled days were over, the atmosphere shifted beautifully from lively play to serene calmness as nighttime approached. As it grew dark outside and bedtime neared, Lily's parents helped create a peaceful space where she could drift off into dreamland. Without fail, Mr. Whiskers would position himself strategically by her crib, ensuring she felt secure and supported. It was during those quiet hours that Mr. Whiskers truly became a protective guardian for Lily. Whenever she stirred from sleep or let out small whimpers, perhaps spurred by a passing cloud or distant sound, he would alertly raise his head and check in on her. With his watchful eyes scanning the room, he ensured that nothing would disturb her peaceful slumber. On one particularly stormy night filled with heavy rain and booming thunderclaps that echoed through their home, Lily woke up startled and fearful at the sudden noise. However, before panic could take hold of her heart, Mr. Whiskers sprung into action. He quickly moved closer to her crib and began to gently nudge her cheek with his nose, a tender reassurance that calmed her instantly. In response to his affection, Lily reached out for him with tiny hands and immediately curled up next to his soft fur, her own little sanctuary amid the chaos outside. With Mr. Whiskers near her side, purring softly like a gentle melody amidst the storm's roar, she melted back into sleep almost effortlessly. Lily's parents watched this loving interaction between their daughter and Kitty from watching footage or witnessing it live firsthand. They knew there was something extraordinary about how he seemed to sense when she needed him most, like an instinctual bond that transcended words or actions. Together they created precious moments under star-studded skies, filled with dreams where nothing seemed impossible, as long as they had each other close by. As weeks went by, this beautiful friendship not only provided comfort during bedtime routines, but also offered valuable lessons about trust and companionship that both baby and cat learned together each day. It became clear to everyone just how essential Mr. Whiskers had become in Lily's life, not just as a playful pet, but as an ever-watchful friend who offered comfort during times of uncertainty, while teaching young Lily how wonderful love could truly be. And so, nights turned magical when sounds faded into whispers filled with warmth, two hearts intertwined within happy dreams, crafted from precious bonds destined to last through countless seasons ahead. After watching the footage of Lily and Mr. Whiskers, Lily's parents sat together, absorbed in deep thought about what they had just witnessed. Initially, their concerns about Lily's dependency on her feline friend loomed large, and they had considered encouraging her independence by having Mr. Whiskers sleep in another room. However, the tender moments captured on camera shifted their perspective dramatically. Now, instead of viewing Lily's bond with Mr. Whiskers as a potential hurdle to overcome, they began to see it as a source of love and comfort that enriched her life. "You know," Lily's mum said gently, "this isn't just about her needing him to sleep. It's about the connection they share. Mr. Whiskers is helping her feel safe." Her husband nodded thoughtfully, realizing how this relationship was more profound than they initially understood. "I never really thought about it that way. He's not just a pet, he's like a little protector for her during those long nights." It was an illuminating moment. Both parents could see that Mr. Whiskers filled a role that went beyond companionship. He provided emotional security that was so important for a growing child. The idea of independence took on a new meaning for them. They recognized that while learning to sleep alone was important, it didn't have to come at the expense of the love shared between Lily and Mr. Whiskers. Instead of forcing separation, perhaps they could allow their relationship to thrive while slowly guiding Lily towards sleeping peacefully on her own. With each passing day, Lily grew more comfortable with the ways of the world around her. She learned that even when Mr. Whiskers might not be with her, she could still feel his presence in her heart, a magical thread connecting them always. No matter the distance between them. Her parents decided they would try approaching nighttime differently. Instead of worrying about whether they should let the cat sleep with their daughter, they focused on fostering both love and independence in tandem. They could introduce little routines where Mr. Whiskers would stay nearby, but gradually encourage Lily to first explore sleeping without him, present for short intervals during the night. As they settled into this new approach, their evenings became filled with positive reinforcement and gentle encouragement. Moments marked by laughter and love rather than apprehension over dependency. They created reassuring bedtime rituals that included stories about brave little animals who ventured out on their own but always found their way back home. In these stories, they entwined themes of courage and camaraderie, where being apart wouldn't mean losing that special bond. Each night they read together fostered confidence in Lily. She learned to embrace new challenges with the steady knowledge that Mr. Whiskers would always be there for her when she needed comfort. As days turned into weeks, Lily's natural curiosity flourished alongside Mr. Whiskers' protective instincts. The gradual changes instilled confidence within her, a sign that she could navigate life's small hurdles with the reassurance of love surrounding her. While nurturing Lily's growing independence, her parents recognized that they were also building a foundation for something even greater, a sense of trust between their daughter and Mr. Whiskers, one that could withstand changes as she grew older. Lily's parents understood now. It wasn't merely a matter of separating their baby from her cat. It was fostering an environment where both love and independence could bloom, allowing their sweet little girl to unfurl into the remarkable person she was destined to become while keeping the warmth of friendship close at heart. And thus enriched by this new understanding, they knew every future adventure ahead would be filled with countless opportunities for growth, together. As time passed, the bond between Lily and Mr. Whiskers continued to flourish, bringing joy and comfort to everyone in the family. Each night, as Lily's bedtime approached, her parents would prepare for their beloved routine filled with laughter, stories, and, of course, Mr. Whiskers' cozy presence. They found that the gentle rhythm of their evenings created an atmosphere of love that wrapped around them like a soft blanket. Lily's parents embraced the idea that Mr. Whiskers was more than just a pet. He was an integral part of their family. His playful antics during the day kept Lily giggling, while his calming presence at night helped soothe her into peaceful sleep. They learned to appreciate how this special relationship added depth to Lily's childhood experience, a blend of joy and security that encouraged her to explore the world around her with confidence. Every evening after bath time and cuddly story sessions filled with enchanting tales of adventure and courage, it was time for Lily to settle down in her crib. As her parents tucked her in snugly with soft blankets, Mr. Whiskers would find his way into the room as if he knew it was his turn to shine. He would leap onto the edge of the crib with grace, curling up beside Lily like a guardian ready to protect his little friend from any nighttime fears. On particularly challenging nights, when storms rumbled outside or unfamiliar sounds echoed through the house, Mr. Whiskers instinctively remained close by. Whenever Lily stirred or whimpered in response to a loud clap of thunder, he would nudge her gently or purr softly until she calmed down once more. To Lily, having him near felt like having a magical shield against anything unsettling in the dark. Her parents watched these interactions with full hearts. They were grateful for how Mr. Whiskers helped create moments of serenity amidst life's chaos. They often marvelled at how much love could exist between such different creatures, a baby girl and a fluffy orange cat, each teaching the other valuable lessons about companionship. Over time, as they observed this heartwarming connection unfold night after night, they realised that allowing Mr. Whiskers to stay by Lily's side during bedtime nurtured not only their daughter's sense of safety, but also strengthened their family bond as a whole. It became increasingly clear how important it was for children to have loving companions who could offer support in ways words sometimes couldn't express. As weeks turned into months, both Lily and Mr. Whiskers thrived within this warm environment filled with laughter and love. The adventures they shared continued beyond bedtime. They explored parks together during sunny days and enjoyed snuggly afternoons filled with books and playtime indoors on rainy ones. With every passing day, it became evident that love had no boundaries. It transcended species and age alike. The companionship between Lily and Mr. Whiskers served as a powerful reminder of how essential relationships can be during life's early chapters. And so it became clear, at its core, this story wasn't just about a cat who wouldn't let a baby sleep alone. It was about building trust through unwavering love and companionship that would last a lifetime, a foundation upon which countless adventures awaited them all. Through each shared moment, a gentle purr here or comforting nuzzle there, Lily learned about friendship, that true bonds are formed through love, patience, and understanding, and in doing so she blossomed into a remarkable young person, surrounded by warmth and joy every step of the way.